What's up, legends, and welcome back to the channel. Today out on the Panigale V2. You might be asking me why. Well, check this out. I think you're gonna like it. Woo! Well, welcome back, guys, and the fabulous Panigale V2. Let's forget about the Panigale side of it. Let's talk about that engine, that Super Quadro engine, the 955cc Super Quadro engine. Wow, what a fantastic engine. That is amazing. Such a fantastic engine, beautiful sound. Even with these stock pipes, a fantastic noise that this thing makes. It is an absolutely great engine. Wonderful. 155 brake horsepower, 104 newton meters of torque at about 9,000 rpm, 200 kilos wet is the Panigale V2. Brembo brakes, all the things that you'd expect from a Ducati, EBC, DQS, DTC, ABS, DWC, and all the other three-letter initials that you could possibly think of that come with the Ducati Panigale V2. Fantastic bike, hot as hell, holy hell. If you're a guy and you're in at summertime and or you ride in a warmer climate, yeah, this is a hot bike. But a fantastic machine, nicely balanced. I mean, this is obviously a race bike. This will be a fantastic track bike, and I think it's a sexy looking thing. The white and the red is actually my favorite. The white color with the red inserts in the lights. I think that looks awesome. But yeah, I mean, check it out. It is a sexy looking machine, Panigale V2. So let's have a bit of a ride, and I'll share you some more of my thoughts. Righto, here we go. Panigale V2 test ride. On we go. Really nice quick shifter on this bike. But it's all about this motor, this Super Quadro motor. Really nice motor. It's such a fun machine, and not just that, but just the noise that this thing makes. It's epic. Very nice, very Panigale. I mean, if you're looking for a bike that you can race on, a sports bike, I don't know that you can go past this. I mean, it's got pretty much everything that you could want. I mean, that is unless you're a super experienced racer and you need more power. But if you're just want something that you can go to cafes on and do a couple of track days and that sort of stuff, this is a really nice machine. The clutch is really long. It takes a long time for it to engage, but this is a brand new bike, so that may be something to do with it. Look, so I'm out riding this in light of the Streetfighter V2 being announced, and I thought, well, I want to know what it's like to ride the V2. And I have to say, this motor and this package, it is sensational. A really fun bike, very fun machine. I mean, I'm not one for sport bikes, really. You know, when it comes down to it, I don't ride a lot of sport bikes. But I might be converted, I think. This is very fun. Very fun machine. Now, in a Street Fighter format, I'm thinking that this could be really cool. it would give you, I mean, this is almost a leader bike, you know, where 45cc's off a leader bike. So 155 brake horsepower from this motor, and I don't know what the numbers will look like as a street fighter format, whether they're going to do anything to the engine. But I tell you what, as it is at the moment, it's plenty. You know, it's got plenty of grunt. It's a really good motor. I mean, the only thing is, sitting on this thing, like all Panigales, it's very hot. It's very hot on the private parts. But you've got to keep moving, that's for sure. But really, really nice bike. Handles well. It's got great pickup. I mean, you know, like controls and all that sort of stuff is pretty basic. It's all normal Ducati stuff. You know, if you're into Ducatis and the like, then you would have seen it on my channel before. All the riding modes that you can get, and all the things you can adjust, they're all pretty similar. Really fun. And brakes are good, Brembo brakes. They sink in well. It's really pretty good. Turns in well. It's got the Rosso Corsa 2s on it. So which is quite a good rubber. I actually quite like that. It feels pretty responsive. But yeah, as I was saying, the reason that I'm riding this is because we're due for the Street Fighter V2, which is due here in March next year, and I wanted to know what it's like just from the engine point of view, because I'd never ridden this bike before, and I thought, look, let's go and have a bit of a squirt, just see what it's like, see what it'd be like as a package for a Street Fighter. Yeah, so that's the reason why I took this bike out today, predominantly to know what the engine would be like as a Street Fighter, just to ride it. But this as a bike, oh, really nice, lots of fun. Yeah, if you're in the market for a Pani, I don't think you can overlook this. I really don't. I think this has to be something that you'd consider. I mean, look, it's got shower forks, and I think it's, I'm not exactly sure about what the rear shock is, but it's coloured gold like an Olin's, but I promise you it's not. The mirrors are dinky, you know, they're pretty much useless. They don't move. So, you know, if you're looking for safety, don't rely on those. Because they're not going to give it to you. It's all about the head checks on this bike. And you know what? Panigale's in red. I don't think there's anything prettier. You know? Such a pretty machine. You know, from any angle. I love those. I love the lights. I think that angry bat looking light, I think that looks really nice. Just really sets it off. Just gives it a really distinct look. And you certainly know that you're riding a Ducati. These are the Ferraris of the bike world. There's no doubt about that. And the quality of this is no different. Lots of parts available for this bike as well. Lots of carbon. You know, I'd probably put on some bar end mirrors if I was to buy this, and just put on some deletes on the top there. You can get different pegs. you know, a whole lot of different things to really make it your own. And I think that's very cool, because I mean, you're getting into this bike for about 22 grand, I think, from memory, something around that type of a level. And you know, you can probably spend 5 grand on bits and bobs, carbon and whatnot. Just to make it your own and turn it into something that's really a showstopper. And not only that, you can get a slip-on exhaust for this. You can get the Termi slip-on, you can get an Acra. You don't have to do a full system on this, although if you were going to track it, you probably would. If you were going to own one of these, there's nothing to complain about. Quick shifter, super comfortable, seats really comfortable. Yeah, it's a good machine. A little heavy on the wrist, that sucks. You know, but you get used to it after a while. I have to say, when I first got on, I was like, holy hell. But once I had a good ride of it, got off and had a walk around, yeah, you notice that it's a very, very comfortable machine, really, once you've had a good ride. So there you go, guys, the Panigale V2 from Ducati. I hope you've liked this video. Please like and subscribe if you do, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. Oh, this guy. Anyway, so I'll see you on the next one, and yeah, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate the support. Please message me if you've got any questions about anything that you've seen on the channel, and I'll do my best to answer. But yeah, if you've got a minute, and you're looking for a Panny, go and check this out. Go and see Shane at Fraser's in Concord, and he will look after you, I promise. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Woo!